Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shuklam Baradharam Vishnum, Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam, Prasannavadanam Dhyayet, Sarva Vignopashantaye, Saraswati Namastubhyam, Varade Kamarupini, Vidyarambham Karishyami, Siddhirbhavatu me sada. Apadamapahartaram, Dataram Sarvasampadam, Lokabhiramam Shriramam, Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham. Buddhirbalam Yashodhairyam, Nirbhayatvam Arogita, Ajadyam Vakpatutvam cha, Hanumat Smaranat Bhavet. Gurave Sarvalokanam, Bhishaje Bhavaroginam, Nidhaye Sarvavidyanam, Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ तं सूर्यं जगतां नाथं ज्ञानविज्ञानमोक्षदं महापापहरं देवं तं सूर्यं प्रणमाम्यहम् येनाक्षरसमाम्नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः येन धौता गिरः पुंसां विमलैः शब्दवारिभिः तमश्चाज्ञानजं भिन्नं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम् यदक्षरपदभ्रष्टं मात्राहीनं च यद्भवेत् तत्सर्वं क्षम्यतां देवनारायण नमोऽस्तु ते कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि. Astu. So yesterday we were in the middle of this Karaka, Chaturthi Karaka. We completed what was given in the book, but we are covering a few sutras from outside the book, but which also describe when a Shabda gets Sampradana Sanya. So we did the Krudh and Drh Dhatoho. So if they get the Abhi Upasarga, then based on this sutra, Krudha Druho Rupa Srishtayoho Karma, they will get the Karma Sanya. The word which should have gotten the Sampradana Sanya will get Karma Sanya, and they will get Dvitiya Vibhakti. And then the next one, so I'll share my screen again. So this is, are you all able to see? So here we have this sutra, Radhikshyoryasya viprashnaha. Radhikshyoryasya viprashnaha. So Radha tatha iksh etayoho dhatvoho vishaye yasya vishaye shubhashubhasya prashnaha kriyante tat karakam sampradana sanyam bhavati. Okay, Radh and Iksh, based on these two dhatus, when these two dhatus are used in the sense of Yasya Vishaye Shubha Shubhasya Prashnaha Kriyante, then tat karakam sampradana sanyam bhavati. So let us look at an example. Devadattaya Radhyati, Devadattaya Ikshate. So here Radhyati and Ikshate mean in the sense of um, Shubhasya Prashnaha means like asking about astrology. In the context of astrology, these two dhatus, when they are used, then sampradana bhavati. So anena sutrena radh तथा च ईक्ष. The meaning of the radh dhatu is given vriddhi, siddhi, droha, daiva, paryalochanadishu. Okay, daiva paryalochana. So what this means is like the jyotisham, looking ahead, what is meant for us. And iksh is darshane. इत्येतयोः सन्दर्भे सम्प्रदानसंज्ञा दीयते. एतयोः द्वयोः धात्वोः प्रयोगः यदा दैवपर्यालोचनं मीन्स् भविष्यस्य सन्दर्भेण शुभाशुभस्य कथनं. So what good is in store of us, what good or what bad or misfortune is in store of us. So in that context, asmin arthe kriyate tada yasya shubhashubham kathyate, whose shubhashubham is being discussed, tasya prakrita sutrena sampradana sanya bhavati. So here Devadatta's jyotisham is being discussed. His future is being discussed. So Devadatta Shabda will get to Sampradana Sanya. Yatha Gargaha Devadattaya Radhyati. So Garga is the person who is telling the Jyotisham for Devadatta. He is looking at Devadatta's what do you call that, chart, and he is telling what is going to happen in Devadatta's future. Gargaha Devadattaya Ikshate. इति. गर्गः इत्याख्यः कश्चन ज्योतिषिकः देवदत्तस्य भविष्यस्य मीन्स् शुभाशुभस्य विषये पृष्टे सति देवदत्तस्य जन्मपत्रादिकं दृष्ट्वा तस्य भविष्यस्य विषये किञ्चित् कथयति इति अनयोः द्वयोः वाक्ययोः अर्थः वर्तते. So by these two sentences, what it means is Gargaha is some kind of astrologer, a Jyotishakaha, and he looking at Devadatta's chart, Janma Patradikam, Drishtva, he is talking about what can happen about in the future. Bhavishyasya Vishaye, Kinchit Kathayati. Yasya Viprashnaha Ityasya Arthaha. In the sutra we have Viprashnaha. Viprashnaha means प्रकृतसूत्रे यस्य विप्रश्नः इति शब्दः प्रयुक्तः अस्ति. अत्र विद्यमानस्य विप्रश्नः इति शब्दस्य विग्रहः विविधः प्रश्नः इति दीयते. Means Devadatta is asking many questions. What will happen to me financially? What is going to happen to me regarding my health? How will my children progress in their life? So many questions he is asking. So in such a case, so that is also included. Atra vidyamanasya viprashnaha iti shabdasya vigrahaha vividhaha prashnaha iti diyate. So ataha yasya viprashnaha means yasya vishaye vividhaha prashnaha prichyante. That is the meaning. Yasya viprashnaha means yasya vishaye vividhaha prashnaha prichyante. Ete prashnaha bhavishya kathanasya sandarbhena bhaveyuhu. इति व्याख्यानात् स्पष्टी भवति. एतादृशाः प्रश्नाः यस्य विषये पृच्छ्यन्ते तस्य प्रकृतसूत्रेण सम्प्रदानसंज्ञा भवति. So sometimes not always the person who goes to an astrologer is asking only about himself, right? He might be asking about somebody else's jatakam also. Like a father might go to find out details about his daughter's future. So, yasya vishaye vividhaha prashnaha prithyante tat shabdaha. Eshaha shabdaha eva sampradana sanyam prapnoti. So, even though the father goes to ask, and if Garga tells about that daughter's astrology, then that putri shabda or whatever her name is, that shabda will get the sampradana sanya. So, the father who is asking will not get the sampradana sanya. Regarding whom the questions are being asked, that Shabda will get the Sampradana Sanya. So this is another sutra that gives Sampradana Sanya, when Sampradana Sanya is assigned to a Shabda. And then we have one more. Pratyangbhyam Shruvaha Purvasya Karta. Prati Ang. These are the two upasargas. Pratyangbhyam Shruvaha purvasya karta. So prati and ang are the two upasargas when used with shru dhatu. Ityetayoho prayoge yasmai vachanam diyate tat karakam sampradana bhavati. So when prati is used with the shru and when a is used with the shru, what it means is giving a vagdanam, means promising something somebody. It comes under that meaning. Yatha devadattaya gam pratishrunoti. Devadattaya gam ashrunoti. Okay. So here prati and ang. Prati upasarga purvakat shru dhatoho prayoge. Tatha cha a upasargat shru dhatoho prayoge. Prakrita sutrena sampradana sanyayaha vidhanam kriyate. Yadyapi shru means shravane. Normally shru dhatu means shravane. Ityasya artha shravanam iti vartate. Tathapi prati plus shru with the upasarga prati and similarly with the upasarga a, arthaha pratignyam vachana pradhanam iti bhavati. Asmin sandarbhe yasya krite pratignya kriyate, to whom we are making this pratignya, yam uddrishya abhyupagamaha kriyate, means ityukte vachanam diyate. तस्य प्रकृतसूत्रेण संप्रदानसंज्ञा भवति यथा देवदत्तः और यज्ञदत्तः देवदत्ताय गां प्रतिशृणोति यज्ञदत्तः देवदत्ताय गां आशृणोति. So here the danakriya has not yet happened, but that promise is made. Normally if Yajnadatta has given the cow to Devadatta, Yajnadattaha Devadattaya Gam Dadati, we say. Here the Danakriya still did not happen, but the pratignya is made. I am going to give you a cow. So in that context, Pratishrunoti and Ashrunoti are used, where a Vagdanam has been made. Devadattena mahyam gam dehi iti prishte sati. So what is the sequence? Sometimes maybe the promise could be made without the other person asking, but many times there is a request and then the promise will be made. So first Devadatta is asking mahyam gam dehi iti prishte sati yajnadattah devadattam uddishya तुभ्यम अहम एकाम गाम अवश्यम दास्यामि इति प्रतिज्ञां करोति और वचनं ददाति इति अनयोः वाक्ययोः आशयः वर्तते. एवमेव विप्राय गां प्रतिशृणोति विप्राय गाम् आशृणोति इत्येतौ प्रयोगौ अपि संगच्छेत्. Okay, so here the meaning of purvasya karta comes in this context. So say for example, first Devadatta went to Yajnadatta and asked, can you please give me a cow? And then Yajnadatta made this promise that I will give you a cow. So here what is the Purva Kriya? Devadatta asking Yajnadatta. So the Purva Kriya is first Devadattaha Prichati. So in that first Kriya, who is the Karta? Devadatta. So that Purvasya Karta means that in the Sutra, Purvasya Karta indicates that in that Purva Kriya means first Devadatta asking Yajnadatta, can you please give me a cow? In that Kriya, the Karta is Devadatta. So that Purvasya Karta will get Sampradhanam. That is what it indicates. So let us see, that explanation is also given here. Let us see. So Purvasya Karta ityasya arthaha. Prakrita sutre Purvasya Karta iti padadvayam prayuktam vartate. Atra Purvasya ityasya arthaha Purva Kriyayaha or Prathamayaha Kriyayaha iti asti. So what is that Purva Kriya or Prathama Kriya? Adau Devadattaha Yajnadattam Mahyam Gam Dehi iti yad prarthayate sa atra Purva Kriya, Prathama Kriya. So that is the Purva Kriya asking. Asyaha Kriyayaha Pratikriya Rupena Anantaram Yajnadattaha Devadattam Aham Tubhyam Gam Dasyami idi yat pratijanati सा अत्र परक्रिया, द्वितीया क्रिया अस्ति. So the second kriya is Devadatta making a promise to Yajnadatta. Sorry, Yajnadatta making a promise to Devadatta. That, okay, I will give you. एताभ्यां प्रतिशृणोति आशृणोति इत्येतयोः प्रयोगः द्वितीयायाः क्रियायाः सन्दर्भेण भवति. तथा च तस्मिन् प्रयोगे प्रथमायाः क्रियायाः यः कर्ता तस्य सम्प्रदानसंज्ञा भवति. So the person who asked first a person has asked, then the second person is promising the first person. So in this sutra, whoever is the karta of the first kriya, that shabda will get sampradana to indicate that purvasya karta is included in the sutra. एत एव यज्ञदत्तः देवदत्ताय प्रतिशृणोति यज्ञदत्तः देवदत्ताय आशृणोति इति प्रयोगौ संगच्छेते. Okay, so that is how we need to understand this sutra. So which word gets the sampradana? The karta of the purva kriya, of the prathama kriya will get. And prati and ang purvaka shru dhatoho. So shru dhatoho shravane iti artha asti, kintu along with prati and ang, the meaning will change to vagdanam, pratigna, vachana pradhanam. All these meanings will come. And here we have another sutra, anupratigrinascha. So anu with the gru dhatu, tatha prati plus gru. Ityetayoho prayoge yaha adau shamsati tat karakam sampradana sanyam bhavati. So here what is shamsati? Hotre anugrinati. Hotre pratigrinati. Let us see the meaning here. Anu upasarga purvakat gru dhatoho prayoge tatha cha prati upasargat gru dhatoho prayoge prakrita sutrena sampradana sanyaayaha vidhanam kriyate. Yadyapi gru shabde ityasya arthaha shabdam karoti iti vartate. तथापि अनु प्लस गृ एवमेव प्रति प्लस गृ इत्येतयोः अर्थः शंसितारं प्रोत्साहयति, शंसितारं उत्तेजयति इति भवति. So shamsita means the pratipadikam will be shamsitr. इत्युक्ते यज्ञकर्मणि वेदमन्त्रैः यः देवतानां स्तुतिं करोति सः. So shamsita means yaha devatanam stutim karoti saha. So during the yagas, first a person will be reciting some stutis. So he is known as shamsita. Yajne vedamantraihi krita devata stutihi shamsanam iti namna jnayate tatha cha yaha etadrishim stutim karoti saha Shamsita namna jnayate. So that stuti, performing that stuti is called Shamsanam. The person who performs that stuti is called Shamsita. So he is the one who is encouraging. Following him, once he says the stuti, then there will be other people who will be following him. So let us see. Hotre pratigrinati. Hotre anugrinati. Atra hota. Hotru iti pratipadikam. The prathama vibhakti ekavachana roopam is hota. Adau shamsati. Tataha advaryuhu hotaram prati protsahanasya vachamsi brute. Iti sarvaha ashayaha vartate. So here again, purvasya karta should again be taken as anuvritti from the previous sutra. In the previous sutra, we had this purvasya karta, right? So here we had Purvasya Karta. This is the 40th Sutra. And here this Sutra is 41. So in this Sutra, we take Purvasya Karta as Anuvritti here. So here also Purvasya Karta Sampradhanam Bhavati. What is the Purvasya Karta? That Hota. Hota is the one who first does the Stuti. And following him, the other people follow. So the first person, the first kriya is done by the hota. So hotre, it will get this is rikaranta shabda, hotru shabda. So that person will get sampradana sanya. Okay, that purvasya karta will get sampradana sanya. So hotre pratigrinati, hotre anugrinati. Atra hota adau shamsati. Tataha advaryuhu hotaram prati protsahanasya vachansi brute. So first he will say, we see this all the time, even in regular bhajans also. First one person will sing and then all the other people will repeat. Similarly, here also, it is similar to that. First the hota will recite, perform the stuti, and then all the others will repeat. So, iti sarvaha, this is the what is being said here. Purvasya karta ityasya purvasutrat anuvrittihi. So, which word gets the sampradhanam? Purvasya karta. Who is the purvasya karta here? The prathama hota, who is initially reciting the stuti. Following him, the others will repeat. So, that first hota will get sampradhana sanya, and it should be the sampradhana sanya bhavati. Anantaram Chaturthi Vibhakti Bhavati. So here again.
Miss, what is Vachansi?
Huh?
Miss, what is Vachansi? Vachansi means what? Vachansi.
The words. Vachamsi means
okay.
Vachanam, like the words.
Okay.
Vachamsi Brute means following him, Advaryuhu Hotaram Prati. Whatever the Hota says, following that, Protsahanasya Vachansi Brute. They will repeat the words. They will say words providing support to him, say for example.
Thank you.
Repeat. Either they will be repeating or there might be, depending on the stuti, sometimes when the lead person says one thing, the people who are repeating will say a different phrase. It could be something like that. They might be repeating the same thing, or they might be repeating like a chorus, a standard thing. That all depends on what they are reciting. But Vachansi is the Bahuvachana Rupam of Vachas Shabda. It is Napumsaka, Sakaranta Napumsaka Linga Shabda.
Thank you, Miss.
So here Prakrita Sutre Pratyangbhyam Shruvaha Purvasya Karta iti Purvasutrat Purvasya Tatha Karta iti Padadvayam Anuvartate. Atra Purvasya ityasya arthaha Purvakriyayaha, same thing. Whatever is given in the previous, it is being explained about Purvasya Karta. So Yajna Vidhau Hotra Krita Stutihi Atra Purvakriya Asti. Asyaha Kriyayaha Pratikriya Rupena Anantaram Advaryuhu Shamsitaram means the hotaram, yat protsahayati, sa atra parakriya, dvitiya kriya asti. So here the original kriya is what is performed by the hota. Anantaram, the dvitiya kriya will be the other people who are also a part of that same yaga. Whatever they are repeating will be the dvitiya kriya. So by purvasya karta, the hota is being indicated. So that hota will get sampradana sanya. So prathamayaha kriyayaha yaha karta tasya sampradana sanya bhavati. Anena prakarena hotra stutau kritayam tasya protsahanartham advaryuhu hotre grinati advaryuhu hotre pratigrinati iti prayogau sangacchete. So they are repeating the hota. So here the purvasya kriyayaha karta hota, atah sampradana sanya hotayaha bhavati. Anantaram, there is one more sutra. Parikrayane sampradana manyatarasyam. So parikri iti dhatoho yat sadhakatamam tat kArakam vikalpena sampradana sanyam bhavati. Yatha Shataya Parikritaha. So normally you must have come across this application when you buy something with some money. Rupyakaihi. Rupyakaihi aham lekhani krinami. Right? Lekhanim krinami. We studied this even in Samskrita Bharati's Sambhashana Shibirani also they cover that. In other conversational Sanskrit books, it is mostly given. Maybe not in the Pravesha book, but in most of the conversational Sanskritam books, this application will be given. Rupyakaihi aham vastram krinami. Like this, right? So here with what you are purchasing, that will get the Tritiya Vibhakti. But here, if the pari is used with the Kri Dhatu, Vikalpena Sampradana Sanyam Bhavati. So optionally, even the Sampradana Sanya can be used. The Tritiya Vibhakti will always be there because it is a sadhakam. It is a sadhana used in the act of purchasing. So it will always have that Karana Sanya. But Vikalpena Sampradana Sanya api bhavati. Yatha Shataya Parikritaha was bought by 100 rupees. Pakshe Karanasanyam api bhavati. So Pakshe means optionally Karanasanya also is there. Shatena Parikritaha. So both are correct. Shataya Parikritaha, Shatena Parikritaha. Pari Upasarga Purvakasya Kri Dhatoho Vishaye Prakrita Sutrena Sampradana Sanya Vidhiyate. Don't forget that only with the pari upasarga, the sampradana sanya will come optionally. If the pari upasarga is not there, and if we are using only the kri dhatu, kriyate or krinami, if we are using only the kri dhatu, then only karana sanya. When we use pari with the kri dhatu, then vikalpena sampradana sanya api bhavati. Yadyapi kri dravya vinimaye iti dhatoho arthaha dhanam datva वस्तुनः क्रयणम् इति अस्ति तथापि परि उपसर्गस्य उपस्थितौ अस्य अर्थः वेतनादिकं दत्वा विशिष्टं कालं यावत् स्वस्य स्वामित्वविधानम्. So by adding pari, what is happening? Only if it is the kri dhatu means you are completely purchasing, means you are the sole owner of that object, yajamani. But by adding pari, the meaning of the dhatu is changing a little bit. So as long as there is a certain time for which you are the owner. So after that you have to, you are no longer the owner. You rent, right? We rent a car. When we are going on a trip, we rent a car. So for as many days as we are paying the money for that car, those few days, that ownership of that car will be ours. After that period is over, our ownership also will be over. For such cases, we use parikri. Okay, we use the kri dhatu with the pari. So, vetanadikam datva vishishtam kalam yavat swasya swamitva vidhanam. So, by giving some money, we are purchasing the swamitvam for a vishishtam kalam, for a certain period. Okay, to employ someone for a fixed time by giving salary. Here, someone or something, you can take both. Sometimes we hire people to get some work done. Per day, we pay this much amount. So for the whole day, they have to work for us only. Whatever we ask them to do, they have to do. Like in the fields or in the garden or even for household work, for all such things. So for a fixed time, we are purchasing their time. इति भवति एतादृशे कार्ये यत् साधकतमम् इत्युक्ते वेतनम्. So here what is the sadhana used to buy their time or buy or rent that car or any vastu or whatever? That will be the sadhakatamam, because that is the most the object which is used most for renting, right? Money is the one. There might be other factors in getting that job done. In purchasing, there might be other factors involved. But what is it that actually makes that purchase happen? We giving the money. So sadhakatamam, dhanam will become sadhakatamam, or the vetanam. Vetanam also you can say, dhanam also you can say, will become the sadhakatamam, because that is the most important tool. Without offering money, you cannot get that item, or you cannot get somebody to do that work. So even though there are other factors involving in the krayanam, but the sadhakatamam, whenever the tamap pratyayam is used, you always can understand that. So this is the sadhanam this is the only sadhanam that makes the deal work. So here Vetanam is sadhakatamam. So tasya sadhakatamam karanam. Ityanena karanasanyayam praptayam tam vikalpena badhitva prakrita sutrena tasya sampradana sanya api bhavati. So vikalpena. So this is the basic rule. Anything which is used as the sadhanam will get karana sanya. But here prakrita sutrena, if the kri dhatu has the pari upasarga, then vikalpena sampradana sanya api bhavati. And if it has a sampradana sanya, it will become chaturthi vibhakti, chaturthi sampradane sutrena, athava sadhakatamam karanam, and it will get karana sanya, and kartrukaranayos trutiya. It will get trutiya vibhakti by that. Ityanena karanasanya api bhavitum arhati. Ataha dhanikaha devadattam shatena parikreenati. Or dhanikaha devadattam shatena sorry, here I think I wrote wrong. One is shataya. One should be shataya. The other should be shatena. Okay, so dhanikaha devadattam shataya parikreenati. Iti ubhayata prayogaha siddhyati. So one is shatena parikreenati, shataya parikreenati. Both are Shiddaha Prayogaha. Okay. So with this we completed the Sampradana Chaturthi, Karaka Chaturthi. Now let us look at Upapada Chaturthi. So whatever is given in the book, I think I included here also. And we have a few additional ones here, I think. So let us see what is given in the document first, and whatever is remaining, we can go back to the book. Okay. So Upapada Chaturthi. Tadarthye Chaturthi Vachya. Yatra Upakarya Upakaraka Bhava Sambandha. Ityukte Prathamasya Krite Dvitiyam iti. Upakarya Upakaraka means one for the other. You are doing the second one for the purpose of the first. Okay, Prathamasya Krite Dvitiyam. Tatra Upakaryasya means Prathamasya Nirdeshartham Chaturthi Vibhaktihi Bhavati. Here there is no Sampradana Sanya. Only a word will be given Chaturthi Vibhakti. Why it is being given Chaturthi Vibhakti, in what cases it will be given Chaturthi Vibhakti will be listed under Upapada Chaturthi. So here Upakarya Upakaraka. Prathamasya Krite Dvitiyam. So here Prathamasya Nirdeshartham Chaturthi Vibhaktihi Bhavati. So if we look at the examples, you will understand. Muktaye Harim Bhajati. For Mukti, he is worshipping Hari. So Prathamasya Krite Dvitiyam. Because he wants Mukti, he is praying to Hari. So praying to Hari is because we want the first thing to happen. So Upakaryam will be Mukti here. Upakaraka will be Hari. Karyam is that one, that which needs to be done or which is being done. For what purpose? Upakaraka. Who will make it possible? Hari. So Upakaraka will be Hari. Upakaryam, the karyam, actual work that needs to be done, is Mukti. So, Muktaye Harim Bhajati. So Muktaye, Prathamasya Nirdeshartham Chaturthi. So the first one, to indicate the first action, the Upakaryam, to indicate Upakaryam, Chaturthi Vibhakti we use. So Muktaye Harim Bhajati. Atra Harihi iti Upakarakaha. Muktihi iti Upakarya. Muktehe Krite ante Muktim Praptum Harim Bhajati. Iti Ashayah. Atra Muktehe Nirdeshartham Chaturthi Vibhaktihi Bhavati. Evameva Randhanaya Sthali. Avahananaya Ulukhalam. Brahmanaya Dadhi ityadayaha prayogaha api sangachante. So what is Randhanaya Sthali? Randhanaya Sthali. Actually, I tried to look up the meaning for this. It was given as the Randha Dhatu is given as to destroy. So I really did not understand this example. Randhanaya Sthali. Sthali is a plate. And Randhanaya is some kind of destruction only, the meaning able to find. I couldn't find other meanings. And maybe sthali has meaning. Or maybe some kind of
వంట కోసం మేడం, వంట కోసం.
వంట కోసం.
Maybe for cooking.
ఉడికించడం కోసం.
Okay. So for cooking, the sthali used for cooking. So only for that action, this has a purpose. Avahananaya ulukhalam. This is like ulukhalam is that mortar where we pound. Okay, it is the pounding thing that we use in the kitchen. And avahananaya means we pound the grains to separate the skin of the grain from the grain, like rice. The raw rice, when we pound, that outer skin will come off, no, like that. Brahmanaya dadhi. So here this dadhi is made only to give it to this person. So ityadayah prayogaah api sangacchante. सामान्य रूपेण अस्य कृते इति अर्थः यत्र इष्यते तत्र सर्वत्र अनेन वार्तिकेन चतुर्थी विभक्तिः भवति. So अस्य कृते, okay, so it means अर्थः इति अर्थः यत्र इष्यते तत्र सर्वत्र अनेन वार्तिकेन चतुर्थी विभक्तिः भवति. प्रकृति विकृति भावस्य उदाहरणानि अपि दत्तानि सन्ति. So this is upakarya upakaraka. There is another case where we use chaturthi. Prakriti vikriti. Yupaya daru. Yupa means like a pole. Daru is wood. So this wood is used to make a pole, wooden pole. This wooden pole is used in yagas also. They have this yupa, and also to tie the cows, right? So for that purpose, this daru. Kundalaya hiranyam. The gold is used to make the kundalas, the earrings. So this is prakriti vikriti, means they both have the same material, but prakriti rupam is yupa, daru. Vikriti rupa is after it has been turned into something. The prakriti is the original form, like hiranyam, and vikriti rupa is after it has undergone some change and turned into an object. Okay, so that is prakriti vikriti bhava. Here is upakarya upakaraka bhava. In both these cases, tadarthye chaturthi. Tadarthye means for that purpose. Okay, in that sense we have to take. For that purpose. For the purpose of mukti, hari. For the purpose of brahman, the dadhi is made. For the purpose of cooking, the sthali is used. For the purpose of removing the husk, this ulukalam is used. Here, for the purpose of making the yupa, the daru is used. For the purpose of making the kundala, the gold is used. So tadartham means in that sense we can take. So in this case, chaturthi vibhakti bhavati. And this is upapada chaturthi. It is not sampradana chaturthi. And then we have klipi sampadyamane cha. So here kalpate, if you know.
Kundalaya hiranyam. Hiranyam iti gold?
Yes, correct. Hiranyam is gold. And kundala means like the ear kundalas.
Earring, right?
The one, the kind that Karna wears.
Understood. Dhanyavad, Bhagini.
So here we have
Avahananaya.
Kim Mahodaya?
Danchodu, ne? Kutna.
దంచడానికి రోలు.
దంచడానికి రోలు. Yes. Vandataniki pallam or ginni. Sthali sometimes is used as a plate, sometimes it is used as a patra, like a cooking vessel. Okay. So here we have yes, Bhagini?
In Gujarati, this randh dhatu is used for cooking.
Okay, good. So here, when I looked up in a couple of dictionaries, in both, it was not giving, it was given as destruction. I don't know why. So, yes, that's good that you share the meaning. Thank you.
నేపాలి భాషలో ఉంటుంది.
Oh,
Gujarati bhasha. in Gujarati.
Okay, yeah, of course, in many Indian languages share some words, definitely. Good. Ananta. So, kripi sampadhyamanecha. So, we all know this kalpate kriyapadam, right? So, that comes from this dhatu. So, klipyarthaka dhatu nam prayoge sampadhyamanasya chaturthi vibhaktihi bhavati. Klip dhatoho arthau sampannam bhavati tatha jayate iti ubhayata vartate. So, both meanings are there. Sampannam bhavati or jayate. एतयोः अर्थयोः यदा क्लिप् धातुः अन्यः वा कश्चन धातुः प्रयुज्यते तदा यत् सम्पन्नं भवति यत् जायते तस्य चतुर्थी विभक्तिः भवति इति अत्र आशयः अस्ति. So here clip dhatu and any other dhatu with the same meaning. Okay, अन्यः वा कश्चन धातुः प्रयुज्यते in the meaning of sampannam bhavati or in the meaning of jayate. Which one is sampannam bhavati? Yat jayate tasya chaturthi vibhaktihi bhavati. So,
Matam Bhagini Punas, I'm sorry. What is the varna underneath the ku? Ka.
under ka, we have, you know, in the Samskrita swaras, r is there.
Like a ru or like a la?
Under la, you have a small curve. And
Okay, I got it. Okay, avagatam. Dhanyavad, Bhagini.
So, yatha bhaktihi jnanaya kalpate. Bhaktihi jnanaya sampadhyate. Bhaktihi jnanaya jayate. So, kalpate, sampadhyate, jayate. All these three kriya padani can be used in the same sense. So, bhakti is transforming into jnanam. This also we have covered in the Pravesha book under the Chaturthi Vibhakti rules, right? When something changes into something, like dhanam ahankaraya bhavati. That is a very common example given. But here, so when one thing transforms into another thing, or is the reason for the other thing to happen, then also Chaturthi Vibhakti bhavati. So bhaktihi jnanaya jayate. Bhaktihi jnanaya sampadhyate. भक्तिः ज्ञानाय कल्पते. मनुष्यः भक्त्या आधारेण ज्ञानं प्राप्नोति इति अत्र आशयः अस्ति. अत्र जायमानः सम्पद्यमानः पदार्थः ज्ञानम् इति. अतः प्रकृतवार्तिकेन अस्य पदार्थस्य चतुर्थी विभक्त्या निर्देशः भवति. So that which is being produced or being turned into. Okay, so jayamanah padartah. Jayamanah padartah atra kim jnanam. So jnana shabda will get chaturthi vibhakti. Bhaktihi jnanaya kalpate. Evameva yuvaguhu mutraya kalpate. Yuvaguhu is a kind of decoction made out of some grains which will help the passing of the urine. So मूत्राय संपद्यते. युवागुः मूत्राय जायते इति अपरम् उदाहरणम्. युवागु सेवनेन मूत्रनिर्माणं भवति इति अस्य आशयः. So that which changes into something, which causes the other to happen, not changes, which causes to the other to happen. Anantara.
Or it is Yuvagu?
Huh?
Is Yavagu or
Yavagu. Sorry. Yavagu. I read it as Yuvaguhu. It is Yavagu. Thank you, Bhagini, for correcting. Anantaram, we have Utpate Jnapite cha. Utpatena Jnapitasya Padarthasya Nirdeshartham Chaturthi Vibhaktihi Bhavati. Utpataha ityukte Ashubha Sanketa Vachaka Padarthaha. Yatha Kapila Varnasya Vidyut Vatam Suchayati. Okay, the vidyut means the lightning. When it is in Kapila Varnam, it causes a storm, it seems. Atra vataha iti ashubham jnapitam asti. Tasya sanketaha means jnapakaha tu Kapila Varnasya vidyut. Asyam sthitau ashubhasya nirdeshartham chaturthi vibhaktihi bhavati. So here what is the sentence? Kapila Varnasya vidyut Vatam suchayati. So here what will be the sentence? Vataya kapila vidyut. Vataya. So that which is going to come as Ashubham will get the Chaturthi Vibhakti. Ashubhasya Nirdeshartham Chaturthi Vibhakti bhavati. So Kapila Vidyut Vataya bhavati. Okay, Kapila Vidyut Vatam Suchayati. इत्याशयः. वस्तुतः इदं वाक्यम् एकस्य श्लोकस्य प्रथमा पङ्क्तिः अस्ति. Tatra Sampurnaha Shlokaha. So this is actually a line of one shloka. The complete shloka is given here. I found it interesting, so I included it here. Vataya Kapila Vidyut Atapaya Atilohini Pita Varshaya Vigneya Durbhikshaya Sita Bhavet. So apparently Kapila Varna Vidyut will cause Vata, means a storm. Atilohini means red color Vidyut causes Atapaya, means too much of heat. And then Pita Varna Vidyut will cause Varsha. And Sita means white. Sita Varna Vidyut will call Durbhiksham, drought. I didn't know this actually, so I found it interesting and just jotted it down here. Kapila Vidyut Vatam.
Kapila means?
Kapila
is
brown. Brown.
Pardon?
Brown.
Okay.
Brown. So
Brown.
maybe
Okay.
take it as black. I don't know. Kapilavu, we say for the cows, we use the Kapila Shabda in the sense of black. But normally
Black.
Kapila is brown. So you can take it as black or. And the Vidyut lightning. Lightning, I don't know that it's brown in color. Anyways, Kapila Vidyut Vatam Suchayati, Atilohini Vidyut Atapam Suchayati, Pita Vidyut Varsham Suchayati, Tatha cha Sita Vidyut Durbhiksham Suchayati. Iti asyaha karikayaha arthaha. Atra chaturshu api padeshu anenaiva sutrena chaturthi vibhaktihi krita vartate. So based on this Vartikam, the Chaturthi Vibhakti is used for the words that are indicating the Ashubham. Vataya, Atapaya, Varshaya, Durbhikshaya. Okay. So that is another case where Chaturthi Vibhakti is used. So Utpatena. Utpata means Shubha, Ashubham. Ashubha Sankecha Vachaka Padartham. Jnapita means that Sanketam. Jnapita means Sanketam. So in that context also we use Chaturthi Vibhakti. Then we have Hita Yoge. Hita iti shabdasya yoge Chaturthi Vibhaktihi bhavati. Brahmanaya hitam means Brahmanasya krite upakari. Iti asya vakyasya arthaha. Evameva gave hitam. Prayogaha api sangacchate. So in the sense of hitam, to whom we are wishing hitam, that padartha or that shabda will get Chaturthi Vibhakti. Then kriyarthopapadasya cha karmani sthaninaha. Phalebhyaha yati. Pathanartham gacchati. Jnanartham dhyayati. So here what it means is phalebhyaha yati. He is going for the fruits. Phalam anayitum yati. If you need to write it in more detailed form, phalam anayitum or phalani anayitum saha gacchati, saha yati. Phalebhyaha yati. He is going to get some fruits. So it can be shortened. Phalam anayitum phalebhyaha yati. Pathanartham gacchati. Pathitum gacchati. Pustakam pathitum gacchati. Pustaka patanartham gacchati. Okay, for the purpose. Basically, it is indicating the purpose. And in the explanation that tumun suffix is given, but that explanation was very complex. So I decided not to include it here because the wordings that they used were a little out of, the common language. So I did not include it, but you will understand that kriyarthopapadasya. Kriyartha upapadasya means like the So we are using this kriya as kriyayaha upapada, means kriya sahayartham, the main kriya. The reason for the main kriya is the second kriya. Pathitum gacchati. Two things are happening here. He is going, but for what purpose? To do another kriya. So that is that we can consider as here that we can put it in Chaturthi. Jnanartham dhyayati. Jnanam praptum dhyayati. To obtain jnanam, he is meditating in that sense. Yes, Pushpa Bhagini?
भगिनी ब्राह्मणस्य कृते उपकारे अशुद्धं वा?
Ashuddham nasti. Ashuddham nasti. This is fine. But in place of this, we can simply say Brahmanaya hitam. So the meaning, what does actually Brahmanaya hitam mean? Means Brahmanasya krite, for the Brahmin, some kind of good work for his benefit, in that sense.
Equivalent meaning.
Equivalent meaning. Here also, phalebhyaha yati means phalani anayati yati. He is going to bring some fruits. Pathanartham gacchati. He is going to study. Pathitum gacchati. Jnanartham dhyayati. Jnanam praptum dhyayati. He is meditating to obtain some jnanam. Like that. Any questions so far? We have a few more in the book.
Madam, this pathanardham gacchati, patitum gacchati, pathanaya gacchati. All three are almost same, no?
Patitum gacchati, pathanaya gacchati, pathanartham.
Pathanardham gacchati.
Pathanaya.
Pathanaya.
Pathanaya gacchati. Yeah, you can say. But here in particular, there is a reason why the artham is also used in some cases rather than the simple chaturthi. I think for that there is another sutra that will prefer the artha shabda rather than the you can say actually jnanaya dhyayati, pathanaya gacchati. You can say.
Almost all three have got same meaning. Purpose.
They have the same meaning, but here we are for some purpose is there, so this artham shabda can also be used.
Yes, yes.
Pathanasya krute.
Artha shabda cannot be used everywhere. Chaturthi vibhakti is used, but here when this purpose is there in the tumunnanta, where we can use a tumunnanta, there artha also can be used in certain cases. So that is why this karmani sthaninaha is also given. Karmani sthaninaha means in place of karmani, like patitum, pustakam patitum, ichchati. So here this patitum, whenever ichchati is there, then also the tumunnanta is considered as karma, as per the Paniniya Sutras. So in that sense also this word is included here. Okay, when other kriya padani are there, then this is considered only as a prayojanam. The tumunnanta is considered only as a prayojanam. In place of tumunnanta, we can use chaturthi. But when ich dhatu is there, then we consider the tumunnanta only as a karma rather than as a prayojanam. Patitum ichchati. Okay. Patitum gacchati. There is a difference, no? Patitum ichchati, patitum gacchati. So the purpose of going is to read. Patitum ichchati. When you say patitum ichchati, he likes to read. There, the second kriya padam, this ichchati kriya padam, is not done for a purpose. That whole thing is one only. Patitum ichchati. So here patitum will be considered as karma for ichchati. Though it is a tumunnanta, it is considered or marked as a karma when we are marking the relations. Whereas when other kriya padani are used, we mark the tumunnanta as prayojanam. So when such prayojanam is there, only then we can use this artha, patanartham gacchati. We cannot say patanartham ichchati. When ich dhatu is used, ichchati kriya padam is used, we can never use artha shabda in the tumunnanta kriya padam. Okay, that also you have to keep in mind. Only when other Kriya Padani are used, the Tumunnanta can be transformed into Chaturthi or this Artha Shabda. Patanaya Gachati, Patanartham Gachati, Patitum Gachati, all three are correct. But when we use Ichchati, Patitum Ichchati Eva, Patanaya Ichchati, Patanartham Ichchati Prayogas will be Ashuddham. Okay? Okay. So with this, we complete what is there in the document. Now let us look at the book. So here in the book, the first one, Avahananaya Ulukhalam. This we have already covered. Tadarthye Chaturthi Vachya. This is a Vartikam. Tadarthye Upakaryopakaraka Bhava Sambandhe Vivakshite Upakaryat Chaturthi Bhavati. So when there is a Upakarya Upakaraka Bhava, Sambandha is there between two words, then Upakarya, the word which is indicating Upakarya, will get Chaturthi. And example is Avahananaya Ulukhalam. Atra Ulukhalam Upakarakam, Avahananam Upakaryam, Upakaryat Chaturthi, Evam Kundalaya Hiranyam, Yupaya Daru, Randhanaya Sthali, Ityadau Api Hiranyam Daru Sthali Cha Upakarakam, Kundalam Yupaha Randhanancha Upakaryam Upakaryat, Chaturthi iti Gneyam. Okay, that we have already discussed. Now let us look at the next sutra. This you are all familiar in the usage, but let us see what the sutra is behind it. Sri Ganeshaya Namaha. Sri Ganeshaya Namaha. Sarvebhyah swasti. Agnaye swaha. Pitrubhyah swadha. Bhimo bakaya alam. Vishad indraya. So here the sutra is Namaswasti swaha swadha lam. Alam actually. Swadha, alam, vashad, yogacha. That is the sutram. Ebhir yoge chaturthi syat. So what are the words? Namaha, swasti, swaha, swadha, alam, vishad. 6 words are there. In the usage of all these 6 words, chaturthi syat. Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Shri Ganeshodheshak. Uddeshyakam namanam ityartaha. So here the namaha or the namas is directed towards Ganesha. Sarvebhyah swasti. Sarva sambandhi kushalam ityartaha. Pitrubhyah swaha. You are offering to the forefathers. Pitruddeshyakam dravyadanam ityartaha. Bhimo bakaya alam. So alam shabda again we are all familiar with. Alam means enough. We have seen this even in the Trutiya. But there how we studied that actually alam shabdam has nothing to do with Trutiya Vibhakti. But that usage is so common, it is easy for us to remember in that way. That is how we studied, right? But here alam shabda can cause Chaturthi. How Bhimaha Bakaya alam means on par or is enough, is sufficient. So Bhima is enough to take care of the Bakasura. Okay, he can easily handle Bakasura. In that sense, alam is used. So Bhimaha Bakaya alam. Bhimaha Bakamarana Sambandhi Samarthyavan ityartaha. Vishad Indraya Indrodeshyakam Havirdanam ityartaha. Whenever you are offering Havihi, this Vishad is pronounced along with the name of the god to whom you are offering. Okay. So Vishad Indraya. So whenever Vishad word is used, to whom you are offering, to which god you are offering, that word will get, that shabda will get Chaturthi Vibhakti. Idam Vigneyam. Alam iti paryaptyarthaka grahanam iti vartikam. Alam ityanena paryaptyarthaka shabdanam grahanam kartavyam. Tena alam Prabhuhu, Samarthaha, Shaktaha, Ityadini yoge api chaturthi bhavati. Iti vartikasya ashayaha. So what is the vartikam? The sutra is that which is given here. Namaswasti swaha, swadha, alam, vashad, yogacha. That is the sutram. We have a vartikam. What is that vartikam? Alam iti paryaptyartha grahanam. Means all the words that have the same meaning as alam, can also come under this sutra. So they also will get Chaturthi. Okay. So what are those other words? Alam, Prabhuhu, Samarthaha, Shaktaha. Ityadini yoge api Chaturthi bhavati. Iti Vartikasya Ashayaha. Tena Daityebhyo Harihi Prabhuhu. So Daityas, with respect to them, Harihi is also Samarthaha. Harihi is capable of taking care of the Daityas. Ramaha Ravanaya Samarthaha. Lakshmanaha Indrajite Shaktaha. Indrajit, that is Takaranta Shabda. So in Chaturthi Vibhakti, it will become Indrajite. So Lakshmana is capable of handling Indrajit. Ityadi Siddham. Alam iti Shabdam Vihaya Prabhadi Yoge Shashti api Sadhuhu. So excluding Alam, the other words like Prabhuhu, Samarthaha, Shaktaha can also be used with Shashti. Daityanam Harihi Prabhuhu, like that. But Alam cannot be used with Shashti Vibhakti. Alam can be used only with Chaturthi in this sense. But the other words like the Prabhuhu, Samarthaha, Shaktaha can be used along with the Chaturthi or Shashti. Both prayogas are Shuddham. Bhaktihi Jnanaya Kalpate. Kripi Sampadyamane cha. This is a Vartikam, which we have already studied. Kripi Dhatau tat paryayeva prayujyamane sati sampadyamanerte vartamanat chaturthi syat. So we already studied this. I'm simply reading. So just to make sure we did not leave out any points. Sampadyamanam nama vikaratmana utpadyamanam. So changing. Vikara means always to change. So when one thing changes to another, or one thing is the cause for the other to happen. Bhaktihi jnanaya kalpate. Atra bhaktim sammardhya parinama rupena utpadyamanam jnanam. Klip dhatuscha prayuktaha. Ataha jnana shabdat chaturthi. Evam tandulaha odanaya sampadyate. Ityadayaha. So here tandula is changing into odanam. There also you can use this. So not only when one is causing the other, when one is changing into another form also you can use this sutra, but only with these kriya padani like kalpate and what are the other ones? Jayate and utpadyate, sampadyate. Okay, and then balaya hitam kshiram. Hita yoge cha. This is a Vartikam. Hita shabda prayoge chaturthi bhavati. Atra hita shabdasya prayogaha kritaha. Iti bala shabdat chaturthi. Balasya sukhakrit kshiram ityartaha. So for the benefit of the bala, the kshiram is being used. So that is the meaning here. Okay. Any questions so far?
One question, ma'am. Here,
Okay.
here in Chaturthi, alam means enough. Means paryapta.
Yes.
While in Tritiya, alam means what?
In Tritiya also, alam
In
means
Tritiya?
enough only. Enough only. Alam is always enough only. Or stop or enough. In that sense we use. In that sense only we use.
Okay, stop.
But what I was saying is when we studied Tritiya Vibhakti, there though we use it along with the Tritiya Vibhakti words, it is not a rule that whenever alam is used, the word should be put in Tritiya Vibhakti. There is no such rule. But mostly it is used like that. So it is easy for us to associate Tritiya Vibhakti with alam Shabda is what was given there. That was given in the Tritiya Vibhakti. Yeah. So here alam vistarena. Here in the Tritiya Vibhakti, if you see, alam vistarena gamyamanapi kriya karaka vibhaktau prayojika. So here the reason why alam is used is different. It is not because of Tritiya Vibhakti. But we commonly use it with Tritiya Vibhakti. So it is easy for us to associate whenever alam is there. If you use Tritiya Vibhakti also, nothing wrong will be there.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Miss.
Bhagini, this example, Tandulaha Odanaya Sampadyate, Is it similar to Kundalaya, Hiranyam, like Prakriti, both
Yeah.
category?
You can use that. Yes, you can consider it like that.
Translate like that.
Any other questions? So here we have covered until Chaturthi Vibhakti. Chaturthi Vibhakti and Dvitiya Vibhakti have so many cases. So there are, if we search, there might be a few more sutras relating to Sampradana Sanya also, but they are very, very rarely used. So I did not include them. And even similarly in Dvitiya Vibhakti also, I actually found maybe a few more for Karma Pravachaniya and not Karma Pravachaniya, for just Dvitiya or Tritiya, the Karma Karakam or the Karana Karakam, but those are like very, very, very rarely used. So I thought, first we can get, right now itself, we have so much outside of the book also we have covered enough. So I thought, let us get more comfortable with these usages. Those are very rarely used. We can always cover them as an exception case at the end, towards the very end. Any such exceptions or very rarely used usages are there, that time we can simply cover them. By then you will also have you will also get comfortable with the karakams and the upapada vibhakti and karaka vibhakti and the differences and all. So such any rare applications, if they are there, we shall cover towards the very end. Okay. So I would like to actually stop here. We can start Panchami Vibhakti, in our next class when we meet again after July 12th. Whenever the Tuesday comes after July 12th, that is when we can start. I didn't want to stop it in the middle. So we shall stop here. Any other questions?
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಭಗಿನಿ. Have a
And
wishes
Alivelu.
journey.
Thank you. Alivelu Bhagini Shanti Mantram.
आं भगिनि। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। धन्यवाद भगिनी, नमस्कारः सर्वेभ्यः। धन्यवादः, नमस्कारः, शुभरात्रि।